Welcome to Let's Chat. I'm Marietta La Barbera, the Communications Coordinator here at FACCNE. Today I'm pleased to welcome Principal Designer at CHIC Redesign, Céline Riard. Welcome, Céline.
Thank you, Marietta.
So our first question for you today is, what is CHIC Redesign?
So I founded CHIC Redesign in 2002 on the concept of making the world happier, one room at a time. I was born and raised in Normandy, France. And as you mentioned, as a former environmental engineer, I create with my team intelligent and functional spaces that have an impact, a positive impact on people's well-being, both physically and mentally. I've always been eager to learn from others, which helps me translate design ideas, no matter what my client's cultural heritage might be. I have worked and currently work with clients from literally all over the world. Australia, Bolivia, Canada, China, Cuba, El Salvador, Egypt, England, Germany, Iceland, Iran, India, Israel, Italy, Japan, Lebanon, Netherlands, Nigeria, Norway, Pakistan, Portugal, Russia, South Africa, Uganda, Ukraine, USA, Vietnam, and of course, France. It was originally a residential design company, but over the years, I came to work on very unique and diverse commercial projects. I believe that good design is always the result of attention to detail, problem solving, and project management skills, which I apply to all the projects I work on, no matter how big or small they are, from a 70,000 square foot office space to a tiny residential powder room. I have a very hands-on approach, and I will climb ladders and I will be covered head to toe in plaster and sawdust just to show my contractors that I appreciate their craft. I control every stage of the design process, and I give first priority to functionality and safety. The artistic approach, which is where we make the space inspiring and beautiful and conducive to relaxation or work, is just the cherry on the cake, as we say in French. Most of my clients find me because of my contemporary and no-nonsense approach to design. I really get a kick when I have to think outside the box rather than simply recreate a room that my clients may have seen in the design magazine. So I actually started my company in Montreal, Quebec. I moved from France to Montreal in '97, and I was at the time 1 year short of completing a PhD in environmental engineer. I worked for a few years as an operation manager in the pharmaceutical industry. And there I actually oversaw the expansion of our headquarters. And I realized at this very moment, working with the interior designer who was assigned to the project and the contractors, that it was my true call. So it only just took me about 30 years to realize that was what I was meant to do. And when the opportunity came to move to the Boston area near the ocean, I could not let it pass. I love the seasons here, and I have really thrived in the diverse community of Framingham.
Wow, and so where exactly does your design inspiration come from?
So I was raised on the upper Normandy coast in France, near FACCNE. That's actually where I was born. And there the skies are big and gray, the wind and the rain are omnipresent. So in less poetic words, I would say the weather is simply quite miserable most of the year. And the only place you can be warm and dry is actually on the inside. So whether I work on a commercial space or a home, I always want to maximize natural light, but also create a comfortable and inspiring ambiance with textures and natural elements. I come from a very long tradition of cabinet makers and wood carvers. So I love wood in all its forms. And I also think that I got my design knack from my parents. My dad's nickname is MacGyver, and I inherited his ability and his need to fix things only when they're broken. And because I have a very good understanding of how to build and service things, I'm also able to design them in a way that make the execution by contractors relatively simple. As for the design style itself, my mom has always created a beautiful home rooted in simplicity and DIY creativity.
So are you working on any exciting projects this year, or what is the most memorable project you might be working on?
That's a good question. The best projects are not necessarily the most spectacular or the most famous ones. I would say they are the ones where the team is the best. And by the team, I mean the clients, the contractors, the other design professionals. So for example, I'm currently in the planning phase of an ADA bathroom for a client with decreasing mobility. This will be my 13th project in 12 years of trusting relationship with this client. I will also start soon on a digital presentation room for a surgical manufacturer. And here the geek in me is really excited about that new adventure. And then finally, I think the highlight of my career is probably the design of 70,000 square feet of office and lab space for a cancer research company in Newton. I wanted to create a work environment that would motivate and inspire researchers. And I know that some patients who had their life extended by my clients' treatments were actually able to visit the space I designed, and some of the researchers who had helped them see another birthday. So to me, this is really what design should be about, making people's life better, more productive, more inspiring.
Yeah, and you're working with some incredible clients doing really important work. So it's really great to see your impact.